Eurychais unicinctus. Eurychais unicinctus is a species of Echiura-type marine worms. This animal has been informally named penisfish because of its shape. Like most echiurids, Eurychais has an elongated sausage-shaped body up to 30 cm long and 3–4 cm wide, the wall of which is formed by a well-developed dermal muscular sac. The skin of the Eurychais is dotted with numerous small papillae, outgrowths, of various shapes. At the anterior end of its body there is a short, 5–6 m, truncated conical proboscis, which unlike many other brethren is not separated from the body by a constriction. On the ventral side of the proboscis there is a groove covered with cilia in the form of a longitudinal slit leading to the mouth opening. Behind the mouth there is a pair of abdominal bristles curved at the end, and at the posterior end of the body there is a corolla of 9–13 small straight bristles arranged in a single row. The seaworm Eurychais is found in all far eastern seas from the intertidal zone to a depth of 135 meters. However, it is most often found in areas of coastal shallow water with sandy and muddy bottoms, where it leads a rather sedentary life, completely burrowing into sand or mud. Venezuelan poodle moth. Butterfly with fluffy wings and legs, as if covered with fur, thin antennae, plates that look like razor blades. No, this is not a mythical insect from the books of science fiction writers, but a very real creature, albeit still very poorly studied. In 2009, a Kyrgyz zoologist took a photo of the insect that instantly went viral online. The Venezuelan poodle moth has been nicknamed the Venezuelan poodle moth by internet users. At the moment, it is still unclear whether this moth actually lives in nature, or whether the zoologist found an existing species and everyone thought it was a new insect. The researchers believe that this species is new and belongs to the coconopods, as indicated by the shape of the insect's antennae. According to the second version, the poodle moth is a close relative of the honeybee butterfly, which has a similar pubescent body and wings, as well as snow-white coloration of some species. Striped tenrec. Striped, or mottled, tenrecs cannot boast impressive size. Their length reaches 16 centimeters, and the maximum weight is 280 grams. But in everything else they are very unusual. First of all, it is the color. Mottled tenrecs from other species of the family are distinguished by yellow-black stripes, especially pronounced yellow stripe on the muzzle. Long yellow barbs, which can rise behind the ears of the animal, crowning them with a peculiar crown, give them a special charm. Tenrecs are also called bristle hedgehogs, but they have nothing in common with hedgehogs. They even belong to different orders. If hedgehogs are insectivores, then tenrecs are Afrosauricids. The order Afrosauricidae, in turn, is part of the superorder of Afrotherians. This means that distant relatives of tiny tenrecs are elephants, trumpet-tooths and even manatees. Scientists call tenrecs living fossils, and for good reason. The ancestors of tenrecs ended up in Madagascar during the Eocene epoch, about 30 million years ago. Since then, they have lived in virtually unchanged climatic conditions, and have changed little themselves. Striped tenrecs live in small groups in burrows they dig in the ground. They can't see very well, so they rely entirely on their keen sense of smell and hearing to hunt their favorite food, earthworms. Malayan woolly wing. The Malayan woolly wing's legs and tail are all connected by a wide fold of skin, the webbing, which is covered with wool. It runs through the entire body, starting from the neck and ending with the tail. It is this webbing that enables the animal to plan without wings. Among planning animals, the woolly wing is the only one that can boast such a thorough webbing or membrane. All the others have smaller ones. With this membrane, the animal can fly from branch to branch up to 140 meters. Although, in the literal sense of the word, flying this animal cannot be called, it cannot fly, but can only plan. It is interesting that this animal is very similar to half monkeys, insectivores and bats. In order to better hold on to trees, nature has equipped the woolly wing with paws with large, rounded claws. On the soles of the paws there are suction cups, which are also designed to better hold on to branches. The animal with such a provision can easily climb a branch of any height. And its weight allows it to do so. But on the ground, these animals are extremely clumsy. The voice of this animal is very similar to the crying of a baby. Sometimes animals communicate with each other with such cries. However, these animals do not like big companies, preferring to live alone. South American nosegay. Nasua are found in the tropical regions of South America, from Colombia and Venezuela to Uruguay, Ecuador and northern Argentina. They are found on the eastern and western slopes of the Andes up to 2,500 meters above sea level. The body length reaches 73,136 centimeters, averaging 104 centimeters. Tail length is 32-69 centimeters and shoulder height is about 30 centimeters. The average weight of the South American nose duck is about 4.5 kilograms, but there are individuals up to 6 kilograms. South American nosegays are usually active during the day, most of which is spent on the ground searching for food prey, while at night they sleep in trees, which also serve to establish a den and give birth to offspring. Not only are the South American nosegays good tree climbers and good swimmers. They walk slowly on the ground, although they may gallop over short distances, but they have never been observed trotting. Their average speed is about 1 meter per second. Euspinolia militaris. This is neither an alien from the future nor a mutant ant. This is exactly what the wingless wasps Euspinolia militaris from the marmoset wasp family, which live in Latin America and, in particular, in Chile, look like. Because of their densely hairy body, lack of wings and resemblance to ants, they received their second name velvet ants. Representatives of this species are rarely seen by biologists, so not much is known about their lifestyle. Nemesis wasps prefer open, desert areas with dry, hot climates. They do not bother to build nests, preferring to shift the care of their own housing and the feeding of their offspring onto the shoulders of those who are unable to resist their pressure. The nematode wasps openly parasitize the nests of wasps, bees and, in rare cases, flies. Having entered another's dwelling, the females of Euspinolia militaris lay their eggs directly on the larvae of the nest hosts. When their offspring emerge, they also behave like invaders, eating the weaker larvae of the wasps, bees or flies that have unwillingly taken them in. Rabbit bandicoot. This small animal has disproportionately large ears that serve to cool the body. With its powerful front paws, it can dig deep underground tunnels where it hides from unbearable heat, which is why it is often called the long-eared marsupial badger or bilby rabbit. He has a distinct preference for animal food over plant food. Its talent to quickly burrow into the ground amazes even experienced diggers. It is very difficult to chase the bandicoot even with a shovel, so among the Australian Aborigines are especially respected agile people who can catch it practically with their bare hands. When the rabbit bandicoot enters its burrow, it clogs the entrance with sand to prevent detection. The nesting chamber maintains a temperature of about 23 degrees Celsius, providing them with a safe haven from the scorching heat of the Australian deserts. Because digging new communications requires a lot of energy, bilby rabbits are more likely to try to repair and enlarge their old or abandoned burrows rather than dig a new shelter. It is not uncommon for many burrows to be hundreds of years old. So, did you like the episode? Write more often in the comments about what else you want to learn. I will definitely fulfill your wish. Bye for now.